Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Safana Rizkika. I'm from Indonesia, and my affiliation institution is from Institut Teknologi Sumatera, located in Lampung, Indonesia. And here is the title of my research is about evaluation of lighting performance and daylight factor of student working space with the case study in the University of Kitakyushu building. There are some people that contribute in my research, which is myself, Safana Rizkika as lead research. The corresponding email is Randy Pardakitmat. And Syifa Kalisa Husna, Wahyu Sonardiansyah, Muhammad Ridho Saputra, Dian Sekertaji, and Randy Pardakitmat. Next is we are going to talk about the introduction part, which is why I doing the research. And as we know, when we use computer room, productivity and well-being are affected with many conditions. In this case, lighting were a crucial factor when we optimizing user room condition. And in lighting, we need to know about luminance, which is the amount in specific area, and it is crucial for work's environment. This one is really affected when we doing for visual tasks, safety and well-being, and illuminants need have to be adjusted to the type of use so that it can be more effective. And effective lighting is really strategies to improve comfort and health, also influencing for positive or negative moods in educational settings. This case, I choose the cat room one and the N3123 room because the two room is often get used by the student in the University of Kitakyushu. And I doing this research also because of for a room that is often used by students in large number and for quite a long time. This room feels a bit dim. Therefore, I started this research to find out and evaluate this room. Also, the next is the University of Kitakyushu is a building that contribute in optimizing usage of energy use as well as natural energy sources including light, wind, and heat as we can see in the literature review number 2, this one. And for this, I also do the to be directly proportional to the goal of the University of Kitakyushu to further optimize the use of lighting. Therefore, I also review the room in terms of daylight factor, which look at the ratio of light inside to the light outside, which is very important in order to optimize the use of natural light in the room so as to reduce the use of the artificial light and also reduce electrical energy. And these are our literature review, some of literature review that I found. And then next we are going to see the method. The method is two. One is first is a measurement method. We measure the natural and artificial lighting in both rooms using a tool such as illuminator and direct sound like block. And these two tools is having important role for my research, which is for clear data collection, and engagement with emphasize experimental patterns that we already put in table 1 and table 2. And we put several points in the room for pattern. And we using the light curtain and window and also the outside measurement for see how much the lighting condition in the room is effective and which way is more effective in the both room. Second is we do the questionnaire method, which is for see the computer usage pattern and also subjective experience for user for lighting condition in both room. It's also important because we can directly know how user feels and having a recommendation for comfortable and conducive environment for both room. And then after we doing the method, we have the result and discussion. First is for the cat room one, there are three patterns in this room. We can see illumination. We can see the result in the table 3. And for illumination factor, when we compare into the illumination standard from Japan Industrial Standard, GIS, which the standard is 750 and 1000. or more than 1000 looks. And the pattern A, the blue one, is doesn't get single point that meets illumination standard. And the pattern B, the red one, only gets a few that meets the illumination standard. And the pattern C, when the lights on, is also not enough for this room. And next is for the daylight factor, is like the standard is around 5%. And we can see the pattern B can meet the standard of 0.1 and 3, while the pattern A is far below the standards, which prove that it causes areas that are not exposed to natural light to require cover from artificial light during the day, and this causes the use of light to be less than optimal at some points, and also causes the need to use excess energy to meet the light standard in the room. The next is room N3123. There are several patterns that we can see at table 4, with the highest pattern that gets the high looks is pattern B, and the lowest is pattern F. And the next is illumination factor, with illumination standard is around 300 to 500 lux or more than. There are 3 points that reach it, both using natural and artificial lights. But when the lights are turned off, none of the pattern reach the standard. As for pattern C, it only reaches the standard when all curtains are open. And for the daylight factor, with a standard about 1.5% to the 2.2% or more than that, is 0.1 and 3 have met the standard, only 2 less, and only get around 1%. So the area is more suitable for simple visual tasks or short and medium visual tasks. This is also proof that this room is seen to reach the specific standard, need to use artificial light during the day and natural lights, so that the use of lights in this room is also still not optimal. And then for the questionnaire, it's mostly women using this room, and they using the room is more than 4 hours, and they say sometimes they feel tired when using the computer. Rest is feel tired, and mostly of them were comfortable to using lamp and natural lights in the room rather only lamps. Also, most people said it's normal, but also mostly say it's only slightly bright, and they wanted to the light need more be adjusted, and others was feel enough, and they given advice to provide several types of lighting, including warm task lighting and indirect lighting. After the result, we can conclude is Cameroon 1 has one-sided equipped with windows and curtain. So the strategic location is only in a few places, although this room still requires additional light, even though there is natural light. This room is a room suitable for doing long-term precision tasks. And the N3123 room has 2 sides of natural light sources, so it has a strategic and also least strategic point of place. This room is suitable for conducting meeting, writing on blackboard, and reading and health consultation. These 2 rooms need more attention in terms of the distribution of lights on and off by row. So the row that already get natural light during the day can be turned off and turned on as needed to optimize energy use. And the University of Kitakyushu students mostly use CAT room 1 with a duration of more than 4 hours, with the majority stating they are sometimes tired of using computer. They are comfortable with the use of natural and additional light simultaneously. Then they suggest giving additional light to the CAT room 1. So next is the reference that I collect to support my research. There's 7. Okay, and thank you so much for your attention. Here is the end of me and my team presentation. Thank you so much.